welcome to Table Talk this morning. We are happy to have you. I'm Sandy.
Robin.
Shannon.
There you go. The three of us are here for Table Talk. Okay. Let's start with what you've been working on.
You'd like to start with me.
I do.
You're a good starter.
So I didn't bring my Goodbye Mini because it is on my design board. It is like all the way ready just to be sewn, except for that one block I've got to redo.
We had a couple ladies come in and buy a couple kits the other day.
Oh, you did?
And we don't even have the sample in yet.
Okay. Well, it's adorable, and it turned out really, really cute. But you know, I messed up that one, and I would just buy the white, but you know how funny the whites vary. So I brought mine in, and I'm gonna have to get another piece. So I'm just trying to clean out my sewing room at the moment.
Awesome.
So I had all these quilts in the store. So this one I finished up. This is one of those 3-yard quilts.
Yep.
Oh, it's sideways.
Does it have, oh yeah. I'll hold it so you can be seen.
So, oh good. So this one is all set to go. It's one of those 3-yard quilts. Yeah. I just like the way it turned out. If you look,
strawberries?
I know. I was gonna say, if you look at the quilting, you can see it on that really good. So she quilted it in strawberries. I had Karen do it, and she did strawberries. They like are the perfect strawberries. They match the ones on the front, like perfect.
They're adorable.
Yeah,
that's fun.
So
that's fun.
And I finished this one, and that was a fun one. Easy one. So I finished this one.
That one.
This one's awesome.
I can give Holly hers back.
You can give Holly hers back. And Karen did
look,
bunnies on this one. So yeah, it turned out really cute. Yep.
Where's the bunny? Oh, I see.
Right
See
here.
the bunny? There's his ears, his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Cute.
So yeah, I thought it turned out really cute. So this one is not a hard one to do. It just takes a little bit more time because there's a lot of pieces in it.
Yeah.
But not difficult. But I enjoyed doing it. I thought it was a lot of fun to put together, and we have the kits. They're in a cute little box, and I really liked the directions.
Did you?
Yeah, the directions were color and easy to follow, and they had pictures because I like the pictures because I know where I'm supposed to be. And
I sneak that off of there.
so it is.
Oh, box.
Yeah, and it comes with everything but the backing, and it doesn't come with the floss to do your whiskers. But
And really good instructions.
yeah. But one of the things I liked about the instructions, if you open that back up there, Sandy, I like that because there's so many different colors. They give you a little guide that shows you which fabrics are which
colors.
So you're not questioning.
That's just by name.
Do I have the right pink for the ears? Do I have the right pink for the borders? Because it's the picture's already there. So
awesome.
yeah, they're great. So anyway, so that's all done. So I just am like, I just got to get some of this stuff moving out the door. So now it's here at the store and not in my sewing room anymore.
Awesome. Good job.
So I finished those, and then, like Sandy likes to say, our faithful viewers, my parents.
I say my mom watches faithfully.
Okay,
also.
there you go.
We have a few others.
Yeah. I made those little Briar Rose quilts that I brought last time with my scraps. And I needed to get the boy one put together because she had her twins. They are in the NICU, which is I think a normal thing for twins. They're doing good, but so I got the boy one done.
Awesome.
So I've got to get a backing for that and get it to the quilter. I do have a little funny story about this quilt. You know, I always have to have some sort of a funny little story. But I think it turned out cute. And I didn't do the white for the sashing.
I like that.
Robin recommended this.
Yeah, it looks like denim.
Yeah, and I thought it was
super
really cute. And I think this was from the
adorable.
Nice Ice Baby line, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't think we have this fabric anymore. I'm not sure.
That's a
I'll have to
great
see.
piece.
It is a really good piece, but I loved it. So funny story about this one. My husband is a math nerd, like total math nerd. He has to have the math problem a day calendar. And,
That's like my worst nightmare.
yeah,
Right.
and I don't know, for those of you that seen the show Hidden Figures, where she's trying to figure out the trajectory to get to the moon, and she finally uses it with Euler's theory. I was at the theater with one of my daughters watching it. She leaned over, she's like, "Oh, Dad's got that book." He totally did have the Euler's theory book. So, so I brought this out to when I finished it, and I said to Jason, "What do you think? Do you think I need to put borders on the outside, or what do you think?" And he's like, "I think that your numbers are messed up." because, it's not directional, but, and he never ever notices. Like if I had a block in upside down that was obviously upside down, he would not notice. But he noticed the numbers.
Yeah.
And it bugs him that the numbers are not all the right way.
direction.
Yes.
I thought maybe he didn't like that the
Adorable.
blocks are different
Sizes.
sizes.
No, he just doesn't like that the numbers are not all facing the right way. I'm like, well, I don't
He's a
care about
numbers
that.
nerd.
Just tell me what you think about the quilt.
Yeah. Right? The quilt is
Just
adorable.
what you're supposed to say is, I think it's darling dear, just like it is.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what he's supposed to
just like
say.
it
It
is.
looks great.
Yeah.
But no, he was
But no.
concerned about the numbers. So there you
sounds
go.
like him. Yeah.
I know it is. And all the kids in the neighborhood, for years came to him for math help because
Yeah.
he loves math.
I could have used him when my daughter was in school.
And he would have, he totally, and he loves it so much, he's more than happy to help
Yeah.
anybody. And can I go back to Goodbye Minnie for just a moment?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing a little bit of traveling with my daughter Erica because she's been looking for a job. So we went to Washington, we went to Colorado, and that's just was kind of the project I took with me because it was an easy one to do and it's just a fun one. And so Jason had bought me the rechargeable light because I think it was the three of us when we talked about these last time.
My favorite.
I know.
Notion kind of splurge.
I charged it and just took it with me wherever we went.
And did it.
And
Okay, good stretch.
and then if I didn't have access to a cord
Yeah.
or plug easily, I had my little light and it was great.
It's a game
It was really
changer.
nice.
I
haven't-
love mine.
I don't have the rechargeable,
Oh, that's right.
but
You told
I
me
need-
to get the rechargeable, and then I got it, and I love it. I actually tie mine to my headboard.
Oh, you do.
I do. That's so
because you
weird.
stitch in
Because
bed.
I stitch at night,
Yeah.
and then my husband can go to sleep. It doesn't bother him. I love mine.
Yeah, my husband
Like-
likes the lights off when we're watching TV,
Oh.
which I'm like, turn every light on in the place I want.
like,
right?
I like the
Yes.
brightness too.
But he likes the lights off if we're watching a show, and so I can do my stitching and he can have his lights off. And I
Yeah.
can still see. And he'll be like, "Oh, honey, you can turn the lights on." And I'm like, "No, I'm okay."
This
Yeah.
is good.
No, this is the only one you need.
And I like it too
It's
because it's
nice.
got, like you said when we talked about it before, it's got that heavy base,
Mhm.
and so I can like move it down or up or
Yeah.
whatever, and it just doesn't tip over.
Yeah, I balance it on the armrest of the couch.
I do too.
Yeah,
and
it's
Until the dog comes in, and then I'm like, "Don't touch my lamp."
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Embrace
strategically place it so the
Yeah.
dog.
Well,
that's
I'm
what I
glad to
do.
know that worked for you then. The
Yeah.
rechargeable.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I mean, I think it's like a 2 or 2.5 hour charge. So I
Yeah,
mean, it,
like
it
it's-
doesn't last forever,
But it's-
but
Yeah.
It-
How
yeah.
many
I've
hours?
got it
do you
until
use
I
it?
need to, get it plugged in
Yeah.
again. And the plug it's like a USB plug, so
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah, because
helpful.
you can do both.
Yeah, so that's helpful. So anyway, I just wanted to give a little shout out.
To the
It's
Halo Go.
because it's definitely worth spending that.
Yeah,
it's definitely
it's-
worth spending the
Yeah,
extra
I
for.
definitely will get my money's worth out of
Mhm.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, and I bought the one that wasn't rechargeable first, and so I haven't. I'm making myself stick to the one I've got.
to the one you've got.
Yes.
Cannot upgrade yet.
No, I can't upgrade yet.
One day.
That would be nice, but I can't.
Well, and I think when we talked about it the first time, I grabbed it and Robin wanted one, and then I felt bad that I'd grabbed
Nope.
it.
And I said,
But
go ahead.
Robin got it. So.
Yeah, I did
yeah.
get it.
Sandy ordered more in.
Yep.
They're favorite.
And we
She
do have
takes
them in
care of
stock. I
us.
think we have the one that's not rechargeable in
yeah,
stock also.
because it's a little less. So,
Yeah.
and they're both great. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Robin,
Yes.
You want me to move
what
all
you
these?
been working on?
So I've been doing a little stitching.
Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I want to make this. My goal is to have this done. My mom's coming to visit in
Oh,
May,
cute.
and I want to have it done so I can have my husband make a frame.
Oh.
And so I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be so cute? Because it has little cakes, and it would just be cute in the kitchen.
Does it
Oh,
mean
so
you're
cute.
going to give it to her though?
Oh no, it means it's gonna
just
hang
to
out in
show
my
her.
kitchen. No, just a little show off. You know,
Okay.
hey, look what I made.
That would
Yeah.
be really cute.
Which
in the
is
kitchen.
good.
Right. And then I've been working on this for the store and just got it finished last night. I still have to add one border, but it's turned out
Oh, it is
so cute.
Oh, it is.
So
Really cute.
I
We
just
got it
really like
sideways.
yes.
Goes this way.
The
we
little
get it
it's the
sideways?
Saturday in Paris line.
Christopher
And look how
Thompson.
cute it's turned out.
That's
yeah.
really
I
cute.
used the pattern by Lella Boutique called Sun Shower. And so it's really fun. And I hadn't
love
ever worked with this linen, but I like the lightness it's offered.
Yeah, I like this.
That's really
It's
cute.
not white,
Yep.
but it's just,
And it's light and airy.
Yeah, because I don't think the
it's
white
so
would have
pretty.
gone
No.
really great with that.
And
but like
They-
you look, I
oh,
even
so
did
pretty.
these little light blocks and I
Yeah.
think they
just
they
are really
work
cute.
great.
Mhm,
Yep.
they do.
So I'm very pleased.
That's
Awesome.
really cute.
Good job. So it's just got borders then?
Yep, just one little, it's out of the
Little
linen,
border.
and then I'm using the navy for the binding.
And then off to be
cute.
quilted.
Yep.
Or you quilt
off
yours.
off to the other half of the sewing
She's
room.
got her
Yeah,
own long
quilt it.
arm, so.
That's right.
Yep.
Lucky girl.
Right. So
Although
it's
I
good
say
and
lucky girl,
bad.
but
It's good and
I
bad.
don't want one because I don't want to have to do my own.
I
Yes, I
know.
say it's good and bad.
Although, because it keeps going up and up in
I
price,
know,
sometimes
I
I'm like,
know.
oh, I probably should invest in one.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do it all. I
No.
can do anything,
Right,
you
but I
can.
can't do everything.
right. So that's true.
I'm confident I can do anything. I just can't
Yeah.
do it all.
Yeah.
So okay, awesome.
Well,
Good job.
you machine quilt your little ones.
My
though.
little ones I can
Yeah.
And
do,
so
but
and that's
and that's usually I'm machine quilting my little ones because, like, my quilt is due. Like yesterday, we had our shop hop meeting,
Oh, yeah.
and which shop hop is in the books. We're having shop hop
which
in
is
May,
so exciting.
and it's going to be super fun. It's
Right.
longer this year, which
Yes,
is nice. We're
I
calling
think
it
it's
Shop
really
Hop
nice.
Light. It is the same stores, same great things, but new experience. So it's going to be, you don't have to have a passport.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting a free pattern in every store. Every store is giving away a $100 gift basket, a $250 gift card at every one of the 12 stores is
Oh,
giving one
nice.
away, and 25-piece fat quarter bundle
Oh, wow.
at every store is
Some
giving away
great
prizes.
prizes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really good
that's
prizes.
nice.
Yeah.
So you'll just enter at the stores. You're not required to go to every store because every store is just giving away those 3 prizes,
Right.
you know,
That's nice.
to people that have been into their store.
So you can pick the style you like.
You know, but if you
Yeah.
do go to both ends of the shop hop, so Springville and Logan, because it's a
drive.
trip. But if you go to both of them, you get a special ticket. So like if you started at Springville, you'd get a ticket when there. And then if you went to Logan, you would turn your ticket in there.
Nice.
Okay. So they'd know you'd been to both stores, and we're giving away an additional $250 gift certificate for shopping in any of the shop hop stores.
Oh,
So,
very
yeah.
nice.
So
They've
we're
got
not
some
doing the
great
grand
prizes.
prizes. We're not doing like the full finishing prize you get at the end because you have a
Right.
passport, but you don't have to buy a passport.
Right,
Which that's nice.
You have 2 weekends plus the whole week
right,
to shop.
right.
So we've extended it. You know, it's
Right.
twice as long. So
Right.
it's gonna be awesome.
Which
Anyway,
will be fun.
yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
And I like it because all the stores kind of have different stuff.
yeah, it's
and
so fun
I
to
don't
see
get
them all.
to those. I don't get to the Logan ones except for Shop Hop.
Yeah.
And I have one daughter that's really into wool, and the one in Brigham City has a ton of
Yeah,
wool.
she does really beautiful.
Yeah.
She calls her style down and dirty because she likes the, you know, reproduction and you know,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So yesterday in our meeting, we all had to show our shop hop quilts
Yes.
that
And did you have yours done?
that relate to our theme, and that is why I quilted it myself because I was quilting it the night before.
Hey, but it's done.
So, but it's done.
Yay!
And our theme for pine needles, well, the whole theme of the shop hop is it's a wild ride because we all know the last couple of years
Have
have
been a
been a
wild
wild
ride.
ride.
That's right. Yeah.
And so we haven't held shop hop for a couple of years, but so it's like an amusement park theme. So every store is a different attraction. It's a Small World. We will not be playing It's a Small World song in the store.
Oh.
Thank you for that.
I will
Can
say
I
that.
say thank you for that? Yes.
It may play outside,
That could be fun.
but it will not play all day in the store because, you know,
And we thank you for that.
thank you.
Right.
But so I was looking, you know, I'm pinning stuff,
Mm-hmm.
ideas and stuff for theme, you know what to do. Oh, I want to go to Disneyland.
Oh, me too.
That's a great
It
ride.
got me really like pinning all this Disneyland stuff.
Ready
I was
to
like,
go.
oh, I want to go. Anyway, so I did have my quilt turned in. None of the stores show their quilts until the opening day of Shop Hop, but free patterns for each one. and ours is around our It's a Small World thing.
Woohoo.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Because we really are blessed here. We have so many
Yeah.
great stores.
Oh, so many great
so
stores.
many.
And we are so
Yeah.
lucky.
And everybody has
yeah.
like their own little, so it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
awesome.
things that people may miss, like
Mhm.
the kids could come and get a little 5-inch charm square
Oh,
before.
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure how many of them really used them, but like we're not doing that. We're just simplifying. And if that's something that COVID has taught us as store owners,
Right. I think
Let's
everybody
get it-
has learned a little bit
simplify
of
a little, you know.
Yeah.
We're not
Simplify,
having the long hours for shop hop. We're just
Right.
having our normal business hours
which is
for
good.
shop
Yeah,
hop.
which
So,
is nice.
It
And
won't wear
just
us
something
out.
to mention is the stores are all closed on Sunday.
yes, all closed on Sunday.
So
yeah.
yeah.
It starts on the Friday, so it's Friday, Saturday, then it's all week, and the following Saturday it finishes. So,
Yeah.
but you used to only have Wednesday through Saturday. So.
Right. Right.
So it's
And
you've
people
got
who
a lot,
work, that was
Yeah.
a little stressful.
and you've got a lot more time to complete the
You
shop
do.
hop. So
And I
it's
think
gonna
that
be
gives you more time too to actually look in the stores a little
Yeah,
bit too.
yeah.
You're
You
not
don't feel
trying to
like you
rush
have to-
through.
and
take the
you get to see
time,
those
you know, yeah.
those fun shops, you know.
That
You
don't
want
go
to
too
be
well.
able
Yeah.
to enjoy them.
Yeah. So
So can
That'll be
we,
fun.
because, I feel like Robin is kind of our store cheerleader. She's always trying to, find stuff to, for the friends to all be together.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
So
Yeah.
can you get on a Disneyland trip? We'll close
Oh,
the store for a couple
done!
days.
Let's
And we're
do
gonna
that.
all go to Disneyland.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my gosh,
how
that would
fun
be
would that be?
amazing.
So,
you gals would be
you get
so
that going.
like that would be so
Oh my
much
gosh,
fun.
we would
Could
have
you
so much fun.
We
imagine?
would.
I don't think we'd sleep a wink. We would have so much fun.
It'd be like that little kid. I'm too excited.
For a couple
That's right.
days.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
for
make-
Disney, I might. I don't know.
Now.
We just tell our customers just be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Just be
but we
patient.
could maybe
Plotting.
just
Yeah.
close.
But when we come back,
That
we'll
could
all be
be
refreshed
fun.
and ready
Oh,
to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get on that, Robin.
Okay,
about
I'll get
that.
on that.
So, okay. All right. So we've talked about our projects we've been working on. I didn't show any, but I'm going to have a fun show here on something that Wendy finished.
This
Oh,
is
there
so
we
cute.
go.
And
it
this
is
is
Minky.
called Polar Bear Peekaboo.
It's so cute.
Isn't that adorable?
And oh my goodness, we love it.
It is so cute. And if you could just see
The
the
narwhals.
It's just
Okay,
so
and then
soft.
the back.
Look at this.
It reminds us of a polar bear.
It's so cute.
It's so perfect.
I
So
know
people
Shannon
might.
cannot touch it.
No, I don't want
Yeah,
to.
No.
Shannon's like, no.
Shannon's
this
like,
is not
eh.
my idea.
So-
But it's pretty.
right.
Some people wonder, can you do the longer minky for
Right.
quilting?
Right.
And so Wendy was like, "Oh, would that look okay quilted?"
Yeah.
It's amazing
so
quilted.
cute.
It's really cute.
Your quilter doesn't necessarily love it.
Love it. But
And this is that line, Nice Ice
Nice
Baby.
Ice Baby by Dina Rudder, and the pattern
cute.
is Polar Bear Peekaboo by Kelly Fannin, and we have the kits.
I mean, it's just
And the
It's
kits
so
have the patterns and all the beautiful fabrics. And
It's
Wendy
really
did a
cute.
beautiful job.
She did a really
and
good job.
This would last for a long time. Kids would like
would.
this. This
Yes.
is not like
No.
just a baby
Kids,
quilt.
I'm thinking.
This is
No, yeah.
this would
And
age with them.
My
You know, so cute.
daughter loves narwhals,
Yeah.
and so I did pull a bunch of this fabric. I'm going to make my grandbaby a quilt, but I'm thinking maybe she needs this on the wall. To,
It's so
you know,
Oh, yeah.
so cute.
You know, I didn't know anything about narwhals till like a couple of years ago.
I
They
didn't
started
either.
being a thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Are those real?"
Are
I didn't
they?
know. Yes.
Oh,
they're
they
real.
are. Okay, I didn't know either.
They say that their little horn thing, it's a tooth.
Oh,
That
this little
has
horn thing sticking
Kinda
up here.
that it
Nice.
grows out their head.
Okay.
I don't know, but
There you
it's
go.
like the unicorn of the sea.
Oh,
You know, like
There you
cool is
go.
that?
anyway, love
And
it.
it's cute.
Yeah,
It's
it's really cute.
adorable.
So
See all the wonderful things you learn on Table Talk.
I know, right?
We are not just here for your sewing
we are the
answers.
National Geographic of quilting.
Yeah.
right? Right.
What was that guy? You're too young. What was that guy that used to do the
Is that a compliment?
nature
or?
shows?
Probably the show that we never watched before.
Anyway, I can't remember what his name was.
It'll come to you later.
It'll come after Table Talk. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you know who that guy that used to do these nature shows, when I was younger, send us a message.
Like, don't
that's
be
gonna drive you
surprised.
crazy.
You know, my dad's
Jacques
favorite
Cousteau.
was
Oh yes, I remember Jacques
But there were,
Cousteau.
yeah,
Jason does the Jacques Cousteau accent all the time.
Well, Jason is a man of many
He
talents.
is. He is.
Chop
He's
the
very
shop.
entertaining.
Yes.
It's very entertaining. Yeah.
Okay.
Fun.
So what else do we have to talk about? Oh, we're going to talk about a few little new notions
Yeah.
first. Okay. So Riley Blake has come out with these cutest new
They're
notions.
so cute.
So cute measuring tape, adorable.
Really cute.
Cute little pair of scissors
Love
and matching
that.
measuring tape.
Love that one. It's so cute.
And
That's
this,
adorable.
this is a wand for picking up your pins. So I'm going to show.
Because we never spill our
Because I don't
pins.
know, do you ever? Oh,
You
look,
can't
I've got a
find it?
paper clip in there and all this. So I've spilled my
see.
pins. And all you do is just go like that.
What?
There they are.
Everything?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It got everything.
It even
Except
got
for
the
the
button.
everything.
It didn't get the
the
button because it's not magnetic, but it got the S hook, it got my push pin, it got my
All of it.
paper clip.
That's
Anyway,
really
pretty
fun.
cool.
That's pretty
And then I
nice.
can just
Hold
put
it
it in
on.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, because
So cute.
we never spill them or make a mess.
My mother-in-law always loses pins and needles at her house, and my daughter Ariel always finds them
Always
in her
find-
foot every
yeah.
time.
My husband said my toe was hurting. He just did this like 2 nights ago. My toe was hurting and I didn't know what it was. And he says, "This is what it was."
Whoops. Yes.
Oh, dang it.
So see if you drop something, you can just kind of go across the floor. Yeah.
But-
I'm always worried I'm going to drop something that's going to end up in the dog's foot.
Oh yeah.
So
Anyway, so some fun, cute little notions.
really cute.
That is
I think I might need this one.
That's cute.
Then you can put this
I
one
like
in your
this
purse
one
and go
because
to
I
like you're at Home Depot and pull out your
And then
really
I happen
cute
to have this
tape
cute
measure.
little
Yes.
measure.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, it kind of matches my little earring.
Oh.
And oh my word, I love them. I love these.
They're
I know. I love mine. Love mine.
and
Yeah.
they work really well.
They do
yeah.
work really well.
Yep.
They do.
Yep.
Let's ask you some questions.
All
'cause
right.
I think
Oh.
we're in a...
We have the fridge just turned on,
Yeah.
which Shelly is going to walk over and turn that off for us.
She already did.
Oh,
But
okay.
it probably take a little bit time.
So if it sounds like we're in a wind tunnel,
We
that
really
is
are.
why.
Yeah.
But
But, yeah. So today I asked you to bring like the earliest quilt you ever had sewn. Just cause like you kind of want to see like what has changed. I want to see what has. I want to ask you guys, what do you feel like? What has changed?
How bad I was at the beginning.
Right? How the things that you didn't know.
I
Like
knew
the
nothing.
quarter inch seam.
Okay.
Who knew that?
Okay. Let me just say.
All right, bring
I
it.
was trying to
Bring it on,
remember.
girl.
I was like, I don't remember what my first one was. So I actually had tossed in here the first quilt I made for the store because I couldn't remember what my first quilt I'd ever made was. And then it dawned on me. So I made 2 things. We went to my mother-in-law's house,
Uh-huh.
and my girls, it was like so day with grandma. And
Right.
we all took a project, and I took these. So I haven't finished
So
this
cute.
yet.
Can I tell you how much I love that it's not finished?
Okay, do you want to know why it's not
why
finished?
is it not finished?
Because I pulled it out to finish it. I was intimidated by this part.
Okay.
And so I
Yes.
didn't want to do it. And so I put it away in my closet. And then I pulled it out. I'm like, I'm going to finish that. And I'm like, man, this is really big. Well, because look at my little tiny seams.
Oh my
My word. Those have got to be 1/8 of an inch.
Yes.
How did you
Oh
do this?
my goodness.
Because I thought that was the quarter. I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought it was the quarter. And
Look
so
at your tiny seams.
there's a
But-
couple places where
yeah.
it hasn't caught.
But
And I'm
they're
like,
consistent. And so it worked.
Oh my goodness.
well, so I haven't completed it. And then when I realized that's what it was. So
Rubbing is the
Okay,
opposite.
now,
Same
now
week,
if we're
the
just
same
gonna
weekend, I
Uh-huh.
did this too at her house, and
Uh-huh.
I did the 8th again, and there are some spots on here. I don't
That
know
it
this
has
time
turned.
where
Oh, I
they
remember
kind of
this.
pulled.
I remember this Riley Blake collection.
So yeah, this was when
Well,
we were
there's
over at the other store. I mean, this was a
Yeah.
really long time ago that I made this quilt.
Yeah.
So
Doodlebug.
Oh my goodness.
yeah. So anyway,
How
so
cute.
don't do that.
Don't do
They
one
kind of
egg.
fall apart after you
An
wash
1/8
them.
of an inch seam is just not quite enough.
Well,
It's not.
can I just
I
say
wanna
how
know. Yes,
funny
Robin.
this is? Now look how
Oh,
ginormous
yours are big.
my seams are.
On her
Because
first
my first quilt, which was, they had all the, like we showed up at the thing and they had the fabric. So this is not necessarily fabric in which I just had to clarify
that you wouldn't have
that I would have
chosen.
picked out on my own. But anyway,
Yours
so
isn't
my
finished either.
seam. Yeah, see how funny is that? So that is funny that you brought yours unfinished, and so did I, because this was when you didn't know. Like, it looks like I've sewn a couple places again because I was afraid it was gonna
Fall
come apart apparently.
Oh.
But I think that is funny, isn't
That
it?
is funny.
It is
That
funny.
even the second quilt that I did has the same.
And it's not done either.
It's not finished either. I made a little one for my mom that matched this one, and I hand quilted it. And so I think that probably made me burn
You'd had
out
enough.
on this. I was like, I'm done with this
Yeah, I don't wanna
quilt
do this
because
anymore.
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
But then
Right.
then you learn when you had to put other blocks together that are different sizes, like the 4 patches and the 9 patch. That's when you
Your
learn
seam
that your
makes the
seams
difference.
did matter. And then that's when I had, this was my first quilt I ever had quilted, actually.
Okay.
It was
That's
before my machine. And it was a mystery. And this is when I finally had learned about the 1/4-inch
Gotcha.
seam. Because I
Because on
had,
this one, they're
Yeah.
all just one size block. So
Right.
it turns out because her seams are consistent,
Right.
but here you've got
Yeah.
4 patches versus 9 patch.
yeah. And so if
They'd
you,
be totally
it
different
would
sizes.
totally, and then
Yeah.
the plain block, so that then,
Yeah.
that's when they were like, okay, ladies, this is when you need to. Because I had a quilt group that I went to. It was in my mother-in-law's neighborhood, and they taught. That's where I learned. Between them and Simply Quilts
Yeah.
is how I learned to quilt before YouTube and all that
Well,
fun.
and my mother-in-law's more of a, she's not really a piecer. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a, she doesn't like to sew on the machine. She likes to do hand stuff. So, yeah.
Well, and with my mother-in-law, everything was hand quilted. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's get the quilt done. That's why the first one I made for my mom, it was hand quilted.
Yeah.
So I brought my first quilt. Well, I cut up my first quilt. So this block, this little section of this pear is from my first quilt, as is this.
Cute.
This piece is an old table runner type thing that was embroidered. That was my Grandma McEwen's. This was a quilt block that we found inside an old Tide quilt.
Oh,
So we took,
how
like,
fun.
when my grandma Allington passed away, one of my nieces had this old quilt of hers, and it was just tied, and it started to wear really thin. Well, inside that quilt was a pieced quilt.
Oh my!
Because you
But-
didn't waste anything.
But you didn't waste anything, but it was really, you can see it's really super threadbare. And then, anyway, so that was one.
That's cute.
Oh, and then this was a little piece of trim off of one of the embroidery doily things that my grandma had. So
So cute.
I liked my first quilt so much that I chopped it up for many different things.
But it's nice you have those memories.
Right.
The other week I showed the little bunny
Right.
that I, from that same first quilt. But anyway,
Yeah.
so that's,
So
Well, it
cute.
just shows you how much our taste changed too.
Right.
Like it,
Right.
yeah.
Things
definitely.
Yeah. So I did bring my
Definitely
first
changed.
quilt I ever did for the store. This was back when Holly was here.
Okay.
And I do like this one still.
That's
It was just kind of a fun.
But it's very different from what you will make now.
Yeah.
To me.
Sorry, Robin.
no, you're good. No,
This is one, and then Holly had picked all the fabrics and stuff and just said, "Will you put this together?" And-
These look
and I
like
did.
Amy Butler
It is. Yeah.
fabrics.
Yeah,
Yep,
it is.
from one of her earlier lines.
Yeah. But I will just toss this at spring
Yeah.
across the couch or something. It's just kind of.
Bright and happy.
Yeah.
That's kind of our.
That's
But
a
I
That's kind
did
of our
do-
theme in our store. Is
Yeah.
really bright and happy.
I did a 1/4 on this, not an 8. I learned. Took me a while, but I got that figured out. If Robin and I had gone together, it would have been just the right amount.
right. Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's do it in the
Somewhere
middle. See how
between
much-
Robin's first seam and your first
Yeah.
seam
Because
is the perfect.
It's fun when you have like a friend that starts quilting, and you're like, you expect them
To know.
But because your
Yeah.
experience and my experience, I'm always like, okay, if you're gonna learn one thing,
A
learn your
quarter
seam,
inch
Yeah.
seam.
learn your sewing.
And then
that,
after that, the next quilt I made, I marked my 1/4 inch. I got out my ruler and marked 1/4 inch on all my fabric so I would know where I was supposed to sew. And then I got the hang of it.
oh my goodness, how adorable
That's
are
a
you?
lot of marking.
It was a ton of marking, but
See, that would have discouraged me and been like, this isn't for me.
I wanted to figure it out though.
Yep. Well, you
for you.
figured it out for sure.
Got it.
I have another quilt that I just finished. That I wanted to learn curves
Oh, yes.
because Shelly does her curves.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just finished a quilt that had some curves. I'll have to show that next time. I forgot about that,
Fun.
but it is waiting to be bound.
Oh, so
I haven't found it
it's even quilted.
Oh yeah, it's quilted,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
So
none of us have.
and it's a
those
different
either.
look for me. Just to
Oh.
show- it's a little bit different look for me.
I've
Sometimes
seen
it's
it.
nice to
Seen
try
it.
something.
It definitely
It's
yeah.
different for me.
It's definitely different for Sandy.
It was fun,
But I think it's fun to
and I learned
branch
curves.
out and
yeah,
do.
but
different.
it's not all curves because I just wanted to learn the process, and it was really quite easy.
Oh, not bad.
That's awesome.
No, not bad at all.
I've kind of
Much
stayed
easier
away
than I
from
thought.
that.
But it's, the process they have you do it, you end up squaring up the blocks. And so anyway, and I was like, oh, well, that's not so bad.
Yeah, because if it's a game changer. If you can
Yeah.
square up, like at
Yeah.
least for me,
Mhm.
if I know that I can square up, then
Mhm.
I'm a little more adventuresome.
Yeah.
Than if I'm like, oh,
Has to, it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So not bad. We'll
That's
talk
awesome.
about that quilt next time. So
awesome.
anything else you had for us?
Just want to ask you, what do you feel like that has changed from your first quilt until now? Because there are a lot of questions, but we probably don't have time today. Like, I think except your sewing skill, there are other things involved
Oh,
as
well,
right?
fabric selection has changed.
Oh, 100% changed.
And I started out with squares. Squares were what I would do. I'm going to do squares. But,
Yeah.
and then I want to try something new, and I want to try something new.
I think for me, I just go, do I love this? Yeah, I can do it. Like, I'm not scared away by anything. Like, curves don't scare me.
Yeah.
Probably the thing that I'm the least familiar with is the heat and bond process.
Yeah.
I stay away from that, and I'll do the hand applique over the,
Yeah.
just because
I
I understand
mind
the
heat and
process more.
bond, but the only thing was on that Goodbye Mini that I'm
Uh-huh.
doing, like you have fabric heat and bond, fabric heat and bond. I had like several layers, and then they want you to do a satin stitch. And it was and so my
yeah.
satin stitches are not fantastic
That's
on
hard.
there because it's so thick.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know how I would have changed that process. I was thinking about that,
Yeah.
but I like the heat and bond, and I'm more confident in my machine to go around. I've done enough
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't
Yeah,
love
I'm okay.
that the fabric can ravel. That's
Right.
what I don't like about
Yeah.
it. Like, if you could do either the Lori Holt or just fold
Yeah.
the edge under and then do that.
Right.
I'm just that one that's like, but if it ravels, then it's not perfect anymore, and it's not
And
pretty.
sometimes I don't mind the
you know,
raveling.
that little, you do that tight little stitch around
Right.
just inside that edge, and it's
And to be
not,
honest, that quilt would probably go on a wall,
Uh-huh.
and if it had to be cleaned, I probably would take it to the dry cleaner.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
so
if I
cute.
would toss it in the wash, just because there's too many things going on in it.
Mhm.
I don't know, but everything else I just toss in the wash.
Yeah.
Sandy, recommended those little sheets.
color captures.
Yes, and that was like a game changer for me.
Yeah.
I had a Christmas one that had bled, the red had bled into the white, and it did. It cleaned it
It
all
did
up.
it.
oh,
Cleaned it
that's
out.
good,
awesome.
good.
So yeah, so that's a game changer. So I put those in with my quilts just to make
Nice.
sure that they stay.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it. So thanks for joining us for Table Talk, and we will see you next week.